Now, there's been a reported shootout between police and gunmen in Nqobile in Claremont in KwaZulu-Natal. Nqobile Madlala is on the ground to give us the latest update. Nqobile, a very good afternoon to you. A short while ago, when we crossed to you about this reported shootout there in Nqobile, you managed to speak to one of the relatives of a man who supposedly was kidnapped and has now been rescued by the police.
Well, Bredan, yes, we are still on the cordoned off area. You will see we're still behind the cordoned off area. We have been told that those two people have now been taken by an ambulance. And of course, the family is just explaining to us, Bredan, that they are hurt by the fact that they've seen what has happened to their brother that they've been looking for 3 days. They said that this was a kidnapping, and they were happy, of course, that the police have assisted them. But it's been 3 days of having to wait and see what is going on the ground. So now we're speaking to eNCA, who is the spokesperson for SAPS. And I mean, Jay, you've come into the scene. They've cleared a couple of what was happening here on the ground. Tell me, why is the car still here and what was happening here?
Okay, we're still waiting for our crime scene investigators to come from our local criminal records center. We are told that there is a firearm in the vehicle and obviously other exhibits. So detectives won't touch the vehicle until such time that the crime scene experts are on the scene.
So what was really happening here?
Well, earlier today, the National Intervention Unit was assisting detectives from eNCA who were investigating a kidnapping case. And during the course of that investigation, they came across this vehicle which they suspected was used by some of the kidnappers. When these men spotted the National Intervention Unit vehicles, they immediately fled, and they were pursued by police officers who cornered them off in this area. When they blocked them off, they heard a gunshot go off, and during the exchange of gunfire, 2 of the men were shot and slightly wounded, and another 2 were arrested. So altogether 4 of them have been arrested. They're all very young, in their early 20s. We are told that there is a firearm in the vehicle, but we won't be able to confirm that at this stage until the members of the crime scene investigators are on the scene. Yeah.
Was the police hurt?
None of our police officers, fortunately, were injured.
And at this point, I mean, we know that it's still early in the investigation, but do we know if the person that was kidnapped was let go, or are you still going to look for that person?
I still have to confirm that, but from what we're hearing here on the scene, that the kidnapped victim has been released. We're told he's 45 years old and he has been released.
Is there an issue of kidnapping in the area?
Well, we have a lot of cases of kidnapping, but most of them occur when people are hijacked in their vehicles, and they're taken with their hijacked vehicles and released once the vehicles, once the criminals have located the tracking device and they're satisfied that there's no other security features in the vehicle. Then they're normally released.
Jay, we heard from the families, they were saying that there was a case of the people wanted ransom from them. Is this true, or are you still investigating?
No, I still have to confirm that. Like I said, I haven't spoken to the detectives from eNCA. We still have to confirm that at this stage.
So what happens now?
Well, we're still waiting for the crime scene experts. We've got a long night ahead of us, just to make sure that they go through the vehicle thoroughly, and any exhibits that we can get from the vehicle will be extracted, and obviously assist in both the investigations.
Thank you very much. That's eNCA, Bredan, just giving us an update in terms of what happened here. But it seems like it was a case of kidnapping. But of course, that's still yet to be confirmed. Like you said, he is still going to be speaking to the detectives from eNCA.